Start by choosing a space that is relaxing and clear of distractions. Take a seat. And if sitting on the floor isn't comfortable, start by sitting in a chair or using props. Once you're seated, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to settle. Bring your hands together in front of your heart to remember why you took this time to practice. Slowly lowering your hands, come onto your hands and knees. Walk your hands to the front of your mat and your knees back for a puppy pose. Pressing out through your hands, stretching your hips back. Nice deep breath. And then on your next inhale, round your spine forward. And as you exhale, stretch your hips back. And do that a few times with your breath. Inhaling, rounding your spine, pulling your hands back. Exhaling, pressing your hands away, stretching your hips back. On your next inhale, come up and back to downward dog. Stretching out your legs, pedaling your feet. And then as you inhale, bringing your left heel up towards the sky. Exhaling, stretching it forward into a lunge, lowering your back knee down. If this feels uncomfortable to your knee, put something underneath it. Bring both hands inside your front foot and make sure your hands are as wide as your shoulders. Keep pulling your legs in towards one another, lengthening your spine. Notice if your hips want to dip down towards the floor, and instead keep pulling your legs together, drawing your hips up and back, and then walk your hands forward any amount, or maybe come to your forearms. But every time you inhale, steadily engaging your legs, lengthening your spine, exhaling, relaxing your jaw, softening your chest. Inhaling to come back up to your hands and come into a twist. Stretching your left arm all the way alongside your ear. Inhaling, keeping your legs steady. Exhale, big stretch. Touching the floor. Stretch back onto your left heel and give your hips a wag, keeping your spine nice and long. Step back, downward dog. And then as you inhale, right heel comes up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring it forward into a lunge, lowering your back knee down, remembering to pat it if you need that. Take your hands inside your front foot and make sure they're nice and wide. Remember to keep drawing your hips up and back, not let them sink forward. When you press your right foot down, draw your right hip back, lengthening your spine. And then walking your hands forward any amount. Remember, you can keep your hands right where they are, stretch your arms out like I have them, or come onto your forearms, whatever feels best. Inhaling, walk your hands back, and big twist, stretching your right arm alongside your ear. Every time you inhale, legs steady, exhaling, big stretch. Touch the floor and rock back on your right heel, and give the back of your leg a stretch. Place your hands and press up and back, downward dog. And take 2 deep, long breaths here. And then slowly step your feet forward to a forward bend. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Bend your knees if you need to touch the floor. And walk your fingertips forward so that you make your spine nice and long. You can keep your knees bent or stretch your legs straight. And walk your fingertips forward as far as they'll go. Use blocks if you need them. Every time you inhale, legs nice and strong, shoulders on your back. And as you exhale, rooting down through your heels, softening your chest, stretching out through your fingers. Inhaling, walking your hands forward, feet back, downward dog. And then bringing your left leg forward into pigeon prep. As you inhale, keeping your legs nice and steady, drawing in. And as you exhale, bowing forward any amount, maybe just to your forearms, or maybe all the way to your forehead. You might put a block under your forehead or use your hands like a little pillow. But every time you inhale, keeping your legs nice and strong, exhaling, nice long spine, relaxed jaw. Inhale to come on up and switch legs. Remember, every time you inhale, keep drawing your legs towards one another, keeping your right hip drawing up and back, and lengthening your spine, bowing forward any amount, keeping the front of your throat open, back of your neck long, and settle. Engaged, but also relaxed. Inhaling to come on up, stretch both legs out in front of you to Dandasana and bring your hands behind you. Root your heels down into the floor, engaging your legs. Inhale, nice long spine. Press back through your hands. Keep your left leg straight and bend your right knee. Inhale, lifting, exhaling, and twisting. Keep your left leg engaged. Left leg flexed, left foot flexed, rooting your heel into the floor. Inhale to release and switch sides, stretching your right leg out in front of you, bending your left knee, keeping your whole right leg rooted into the floor. As you inhale, lifting, and as you exhale, twisting. Enjoy your breath. Inhale to release. Stretch your left leg out in front of you and cross your right ankle over your left knee. You might stay here with your hands behind you, or stack both shins for Agni Stambhasana. Remember to keep your feet engaged, just as if you were standing on them, so ankles flexed. You can keep your hands behind you or bring your hands into your lap. But wherever you are, legs engaged, spine nice and long. You might close your eyes and let your face relax. Take a few deep breaths to settle. Inhale to come on out and switch sides. Taking your left ankle over your right knee, hands behind you. Or you can stack both shins. Hands can stay behind you, or you might bring them into your lap. Or you might walk your hands all the way forward into a forward bend if you really enjoy this pose. If you're doing the forward bend, press out through your fingertips to root your hips into the floor. Inhaling, keeping your spine nice and long. Exhaling, letting your hips settle. Inhaling to come on up. And stretch your left leg out in front of you. Bring your right leg back for Janu Sirsasana. And notice my hips are at about a 45-degree angle on the mat so that this is a forward bend and a twist. Bowing over your left leg, walk both hands forward so that both sides of the body are getting long. Keep your left leg active, rooting your heel down, engaging your legs. If it feels good, cross your right hand over your shin and breathe all along the left side of your body. Inhale to come on up and switch sides. Remembering to keep your spine long and walk both hands forward as you bow. Keep rooting your right heel down Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, bowing. You might just keep your hands on the floor or bring your hands to your feet, whatever feels best to you. Inhaling to come on up. And hug both knees in towards your chest and give yourself a roll. Just a couple of rolls. And if rolling doesn't feel good, then just come flat on your back. Bending your knees and bringing your palms onto your knees with your fingertips pointing towards your toes. Let your heels be heavy and your knees gently draw away from you, almost like you were bringing your feet towards the floor, but anchor your knees by holding them with your palms. Closing your eyes and settling into this gentle stretch. Nice, deep, long breathing. Slowly lowering your feet down. Have them about hip distance apart. Take your hands near the tops of your thighs and press them away from you. Take a nice deep breath to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, keep rooting the heels of your hands right at the tops of your thighs, pressing your feet into the floor, relaxing your face, and then releasing your hands. Take your feet wide apart and rest your knees together. Your hands can be resting on your belly or out by the side. And in these last few moments, closing your eyes and enjoying a few deep, long breaths. And then very slowly drawing your knees toward your chest, roll to your side, and come to a seat to take a moment to thank yourself for this practice.